I'm going to call this this folder is empty because that's what it's set up there, and this doesn't have a title yet. I might need some light. The pay-per-view fight, live streaming from their 100-inch organic light-emitting diode ultra-thin flat screen. A drone sweeps past a high-mast luminaire ring, hovers over a bright rectangle delimited by darkness, the glass-seen image hard-cutting to a beefy man's mustachioed face. "Ladies and gentlemen," he says, "from the National Assault Weapons Association Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, Fitter, Happier Promotions, and whatever Nevermind Promotions are proud to present the main event of the evening, 12 rounds of boxing for the presidency of the United States of America." Nervy noise cohering into glorious roar. Hundreds of people chant, "USA, USA, USA." The simian grunt slowly devolving into noise again. Sponsored by Marvel Worldwide Incorporated, the tuxedoed ring announcer continues, the King of Beers, Anheuser-Busch's Budweiser, Philip Morris International, Lockheed Martin Corporation, Wireless is More Wireless, the motion picture Zombie Downton Abbey in theaters Friday, November 5th, and First Church of the Last Chance on Fire Revival and Military Academy, whereupon a whole section of the stadium jumps to its feet, crying, "Jesus and hallelujah!" Several devotees speaking in tongues, hundreds of doves released from cages throughout the stadium. They thought they'd bought the mega screen at a fire sale. Shop therapy, they'd called it. This bout is dedicated to the memory of the victims in the Steve Jobs Elementary School shooting, the announcer continues, whose deaths remind us of the vital importance of arming school teachers. Whoops and a volley of celebratory gunfire, the hot stutter like Chinese New Year, the pong faintly urinous, hundreds of bullets lodging into the stadium's retractable polycarbonate roof, a single spent casing landing in front of the announcer, who impassively kicks it aside, whereupon a dove smashes against the mat, wings flapping as it bounces on it, across it, a feathery white and red mess. At ringside, the announcer resumes, unruffled as a custodian jumps onto the mat, grabs the half-dead bird and throttles it to much applause. Another custodian sweeping up the feathers, mopping up the blood. The announcer naming the 3 judges scoring the match, their spray-tanned faces aglow. And inside the ring, at the bell, the man in charge of the action, referee DeBoard Judge. The announcer continues, contrabass, corporate cheerful. "I like his mustache," she says, her goggles-wearing girlfriend unresponsive as she mows down a horde of tentacle-taloned monsters. Anarchistic? They were both unemployed, machines having long made a human workforce redundant. Anarchic? And now, from 4 corners of a ring to 4 corners of the world, I say, get ready to throw down. Practically yodeling the last 2 O's, the crowds cheering shrill, oceanic, an aerial cam sweeping across the stadium, the lights going out, a single spotlight shining far off into the distance, far off into the eastern part of the building. Here comes the chief, sounds, the crowd erupting again as the president jogs down a long aisle, stars and stripes for his robe. Viewers around the world largely numb to the tactile semiotics of it, the alchemy of its colors, shapes, and spatial relations. Vaulting over the ropes, POTUS lands on his toes, immediately kneeling in his corner, face beaming, his arms upraised, resembling the radiant, ravaged figure in Basquiat's The Boxer, which hangs at POTUS's residence in much ravaged Puerto Rico. POTUS no longer praying, but haunting the plaintive refrain of Simon and Garfunkel's The Boxer as another song sounds. R. Kelly's I Believe I Can Fly. "Oh my God, I love this song," she says, stuffing barbecued corn chips into her mouth, her left leg restlessly shaking. "Totally," her girlfriend says, insectoidally clicking at her controllers, each blanched finger nibbled raw, a spotlight shining on the western part of the stadium, where the senator, berobed in brown and white feathers, enters, looking very much the long extinct bird scientists had recently succeeded in using preserved cells to create an embryo of, but had so far been unable to resurrect. They just hit the 9-month mark, a feat for both of them, both of their starter marriages, sending them back to the algorithm, to search engines and browser histories, slideshows and screenshots. Fighting out of the red corner with head trainer Neptune Ford and wearing red, white, and blue. Official weight, 165 pounds. Our commander-in-chief, the 50th president of the United States, Sugar Ray Charles. Earlier, facing a grid of monochromatic squares, Basquiat paintings memorializing Jersey Joe Walcott, Jack Johnson, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Cassius Clay, the last, the only one without a crown over the subject's head. POTUS, shadowboxing, imagined eagle whose height and longer arms would give him the reach advantage in the fight. POTUS reminding himself to keep things tight, whereupon Neptune smacked his head from behind, saying, "Get out of your head." POTUS quickly turning around and swinging with his right arm. Neptune swiftly ducking, saying, "Stay hot," and backing up, "Have fun." Fun? He hadn't had fun in years. "There are no more worlds to conquer," he'd said, unknowingly paraphrasing Plutarch's On the Tranquility of the Mind, where Alexander the Great's described as weeping after hearing a discourse on infinite worlds, saying, "Is it not worthy of tears that when the number of worlds is infinite, we have not yet become lords of a single one?" And fighting out of the blue corner with head trainer Sri Yosemite and wearing white and brown, official weight 155 pounds, former food porn star, junior senator from Nebraska, and Democratic nominee for the presidency, Archibald Eagle. And the crowd erupts. Again, the arena, a constellation of red, white, and blue lights, white spotlights crisscrossing over the crowd. The cat pounces from one of the perches, the eco-friendly fur playground's massive contraption they bought at the shopping facility, nerve viewers connecting it to other complexes, housing, community, and commercial facilities, the intimacy between animal and person, a network. And there's the bell, a sportscaster off camera says. And the senators immediately pressuring Sugar Ray, who made history as the first half-Chinese, half-Nigerian, trans-vegan, and non-observant Muslim and Jewish president of the United States. Tonight, we'll find out just how much, if anything, the Democratic primary cage match took out of Eagle, who's looking to be the first Native American, asexual, ex-Jehovah's Witness POTUS, currently rising in popularity for his tweets to build a wall along the Canadian border. Winner of the match, Eagle nevertheless had left the match 10 pounds lighter than he was going in and spent about a month in the hospital recovering. POTUS, meanwhile, expanding Andrew Jackson Burgers, his buffalo meat restaurant franchise. Watching the screen, her stomach sinks, but she can't say why. The feeling gnaws at her, like teeth tearing flesh from bone. The phrase, rising sea levels, suddenly sounding in her head. The screen jump-cutting to the First Lady, her flushed porcine face, unreadable. Eyes locked, they're circling around each other, each one saying to himself, "I'm the better man," as they weave around each other, magnetized. And POTUS keeps Eagle close, goes in, batters Eagle with short, controlled combinations. Eagle backing away, keeping his distance again, unfazed by the assault. Look at the size of him, head and shoulders above the president, and they're stalking each other again. POTUS going in, and Eagle backing up, and POTUS going in, and Eagle backing up, and swinging, but missing. And we've got 15 seconds left in the round. The junior senator is not moving as quickly as he should. You see the countdown for the first round, a glancing left against the president, and there's the bell for the end of the first round. Thank you.